Can I tell you something that sounds small but actually isn't?
Those are usually the most important things.
There was a moment, maybe 2 years ago, where I was in a conversation with someone, and they looked at me, really looked at me, not through me, not past me, not at their phone between sentences, just directly at me for a sustained moment. And something happened that I didn't expect.
What happened?
I felt seen in a way that I hadn't felt in a long time. And then immediately, almost defensively, I looked away because it was too much. Because something that intimate, that direct, that unfiltered, it was almost unbearable.
And that's such a specific feeling. That combination of wanting it and not being able to hold it.
And I've been thinking about that moment ever since, because I think eye contact is one of those things we take completely for granted until we pay attention to it. And when you actually pay attention to it, what it does, what it means, why it affects us the way it does, it's one of the most extraordinary things humans do.
And one of the most avoided.
Which tells you everything.
So let's start with the science, because I think the science of eye contact is genuinely remarkable, and most people have no idea.
What's actually happening when two people make eye contact?
So first, the eyes are neurologically unique. They're actually an extension of the brain. The retina is made of brain tissue, which means when you look into someone's eyes, you're closer to looking directly at their brain than at any other part of their body.
That's a strange thing to sit with.
It is, and the brain recognizes this. There are specific neural circuits dedicated entirely to processing eye contact. The superior temporal sulcus, the amygdala, the fusiform face area. When someone meets your gaze, multiple regions of your brain activate simultaneously in a way that doesn't happen with any other kind of contact.
Which is why it feels different, why it registers differently than someone touching your arm or speaking your name.
Because it is different neurologically. The eye contact circuit is its own system, and one of the things it does is trigger a release of oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that's released during physical touch, during breastfeeding, during moments of deep intimacy.
So making eye contact with someone, sustained, genuine eye contact, actually produces a chemical bond response.
Your nervous system starts to sync with theirs. Researchers have found that when two people make sustained eye contact, their brain waves can actually begin to synchronize. Their heart rates start to align, their breathing patterns converge.
Two separate nervous systems starting to move together.
Through nothing more than looking at each other.
That's extraordinary. That's genuinely extraordinary. But then, why is it so hard? If it's this powerful, if it produces all this connection, why do so many people avoid it?
Because it's powerful in both directions. The same thing that makes it connecting makes it exposing. You can't really fake eye contact. You can fake a smile, you can fake attention, you can perform interest while thinking about something else entirely. But your eyes, sustained direct eye contact, they tend to tell the truth. And most people aren't ready to have their truth seen.
Or to see someone else's truth that directly.
Because there's a reason we say the eyes are the window to the soul. It's not just poetry. When someone looks at you without a barrier, without deflection, without the social armor we all wear, you get access to something that normally stays hidden. The uncertainty, the longing, the exhaustion, the care, whatever is actually there.
And that's terrifying, even when it's with someone you love.
Maybe especially with someone you love, because with a stranger, the stakes are lower. With someone who matters, someone whose opinion of you shapes how you feel about yourself, being truly seen is one of the most vulnerable things that exists.
Which is why couples who have been together for years sometimes stop really looking at each other. Not because they don't love each other, but because they've gotten comfortable with surface-level seeing.
And surface-level seeing is safe. It doesn't ask anything of you, but it also doesn't give you anything real.
There's a study I keep thinking about. Arthur Aaron's research, the one that became famous as the 36 questions to fall in love. The part people focus on is the questions, but the part that might actually matter more is what comes at the end. After all the questions, the participants were asked to look into each other's eyes in silence for 4 minutes.
4 minutes is a long time.
4 minutes of sustained eye contact with another person is almost unbearably long. Try it sometime. Most people can't last 30 seconds without laughing or looking away or finding some way to break the intensity.
Because something starts to happen in that silence that we don't have the social infrastructure for.
You start to actually see each other, not the performance, not the social surface, the actual person sitting across from you. And multiple participants in that study reported feeling genuinely close, even loving toward a complete stranger after that exercise.
Just from looking at them.
Just from looking. Which tells you something profound about how starved most of us are for that kind of contact, and how rarely we actually receive it, even from the people closest to us.
I want to talk about what happens in relationships specifically, because I think eye contact is one of those things that quietly tracks the health of a relationship in a way that's almost invisible until you notice it.
Say more.
Think about early love, the beginning of something. You can't stop looking at each other. Everything they do is fascinating. You study their face. You want to memorize it. You look at them when they're not looking and feel something almost painful in your chest.
And then time passes.
And you stop looking. Not dramatically, not all at once, but gradually. You look at your phone during dinner. You watch TV instead of each other. You have a whole conversation looking at the road while you're driving, and it feels normal, efficient even.
But something is quietly missing.
Because the eye contact in early love isn't just attraction. It's a form of attunement, of saying, you are real to me. You matter to me. I am here with you specifically, not just with a body in the room.
And when it fades, when you stop looking, the attunement fades with it, and people start to feel lonely in their own relationships without being able to name why.
Because everything looks fine from the outside. They're together, they talk, they function, but something essential isn't being transmitted anymore.
And that something is often as simple and as profound as genuine eye contact.
There's a cultural piece to this too that I think is worth naming, because avoidance of eye contact isn't universal. It's shaped by culture, by upbringing, by neurology. In some contexts, sustained eye contact is considered aggressive or disrespectful rather than connecting.
And for people with certain neurological differences, anxiety, autism, eye contact can be genuinely overwhelming rather than connecting. The intensity that feels like intimacy to some people feels like threat to others.
So it's not a simple metric, not a straightforward more eye contact equals more connection.
It's more nuanced than that. It's about intentional presence, about choosing to be truly seen and to truly see, whatever that looks like for the specific people involved.
Because the goal isn't the eye contact itself. The goal is what the eye contact points to. The willingness to be real with someone, to drop the performance for a moment, to exist in the same space without a barrier between you.
And eye contact is just one of the ways that willingness can be expressed. One of the most powerful ways, but not the only one.
I keep coming back to your opening. That moment where someone really looked at you and it was almost too much.
Yeah.
I think that reaction, the looking away, the feeling of it being unbearable, I think that's actually really telling. Because we live in a world that has given us infinite ways to be in contact with each other and almost no practice at being truly seen.
We're in contact constantly. We are seen almost never.
So when it actually happens, when someone looks at you without an agenda, without distraction, without the social performance, the nervous system doesn't know what to do with it. It registers as overwhelming because it's so unfamiliar.
When really what it is just human. The most basic human thing. Two people actually present with each other, actually there.
And we've made that rare.
We've made the most fundamental form of connection into something extraordinary, when it used to be just Tuesday.
Just Tuesday.
I think the invitation, if there is one, is just to look more at the people who matter. Not performatively, not as a technique, just put the phone down, turn toward them, and actually look at the person in front of you. Let them be real to you. Let yourself be real to them.
Even if it's only for a moment, even if it's uncomfortable.
Especially if it's uncomfortable.
Because the discomfort is just the distance closing. And closing distance is kind of the whole point.
Kind of the whole point.
If tonight made you think of someone you haven't really looked at in a while, someone you've been in the same room with but not truly present with, maybe that's worth paying attention to.
Thanks for being up with this.
3 a.m. Talks. We'll see you next time.